We could talk to Bubbles the Sisty Pig. I'll take some Sisty Pig hoofs. Take some posters as well. Those are the loading screens. Reminder, obscure body in the SK system. Don't know what that means. Yeah, something's not on the up and up with you, is it, friend? Oh, a shrink ray. Jock weapons are indeed repellent. Science weapons are unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effects both increase as your science skill is increased.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray.
Yes.
Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manager.
Alright, let's try and shrink a pig.
Size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime. Nice hit!
And it looks like the ray gun from COD.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Any chance you could repair that monitoring device?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
You shot me into space, you lunatic. I'm lucky I survived at all.
Nonsense. There's no such thing as luck. Only well-calculated margins of error. You survived that fall in 85 out of 100 simulations.
Halcyon is a cesspit. I'm starting to regret ever coming here.
Yes, well, you're stuck here with the rest of us. Halcyon's our cesspit now, and we're all circling the drain together. We can wallow in our collective misery, or we can try to make Halcyon a better place. I don't know about you, but I'd like to live in a colony that isn't marching toward oblivion.
You could have asked me before shoving me into an escape pod.
Oh, balderdash! You hadn't yet recovered your faculties of speech. What was I to do? Dear so-and-so, would you like to be shoved into an escape pod? Blink twice for yes? Still, I admit I may have been a touch hasty, even thoughtless. I do apologize if I rushed you.
Well, for what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
There's some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Got a moment to talk?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Show a little hospitality, Phineas.
Oh, very well. I can be a little cantankerous when I haven't had my caffeinoids. You have my apologies, and so forth. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew. such as they are. You're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
Spare me the flattery, Phineas.
That's odd. I'm at least 65% certain my tone was sufficiently sincere. Perhaps the glass is distorting my voice. Must look into that.
There was something else I wanted to talk to you about.
What's on your mind?
I'll be back. Anyway, this is his lab. Again, it is an option to turn him in and side with the board. But we can't, in order to prevent you from breaking the game, you can't kill him just yet. You could kill Bubbles, but like, why would you do that? It's a pig. So. I don't know where Roseway is. I'm guessing that's his ship. It does mean we can come outside and get a good look at the good ship Unreliable, which is quite cool. Always a fan of going around and looking at my boat. It's something that irritated me about Mass Effect Andromeda was the first-person boat stuff. I want to see the boat. Paid a lot of money to see the boat, friend. I don't want to see what Ryder's seeing. I want to see the fucking boat. Whatever. I've acquired poster. Right. Yay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to dump the shrink ray in here. Because I don't need it. It's a shrink ray. I'm going to come over here and see if I can repair some stuff. Put a fun time barrel. And put it, make it shock. What damage type is it? It should say here somewhere. It staggers. It's plasma damage. Okay. I'll just up the magazine. It now holds 27 in the clip. Or the magazine. I should say the magazine, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right. With all of that done, we have to go to the groundbreaker. I don't know where Roseway is. But basically we have to go to the groundbreaker. I don't know where Roseway is. I don't think we've discovered it yet. I think that's a DLC. I don't have the DLC, by the way. We mentioned this. But I think we should head to the Groundbreaker. Go and introduce ourselves to
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Cool.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have a power source?
I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
And what might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
What about your last captain? Do you miss him, or is one captain the same as another?
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
She's a good voice actor. Obviously, it's Jack from Mass Effect. Hey,
Can we
Pravati,
talk?
you want to talk?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure, we could head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Break time's over. I'm pretty sure she's got a crush on her. I don't know where the vicar is. Anyone see the vicar? Anyone see the vicar? You up here, dude? Yeah, I can't remember how to fix the SAM. You have to get all the bits, but
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
I'd like to know about something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
There are some things I don't understand about your religion.
Yes?
Besides the grand architect and the plan, what else do you believe?
Scientism, as its name implies, believes that nature abhors equality. The strong survive, and the weak perish for the betterment of the whole. And reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity.
Now that's a religion I can get behind. Screw the weak.
Well, that's not quite how I'd put it. I prefer to think of it as looking at reality for what it truly is, not how we'd like it to be.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
I think I'd over and get back to you. So we only have two companions. I think we pick up the dude. There's a dude. He's like a tossball player. None of them are Nyoka, who is the character I remember and like. And once we get her, we're just going to ignore everyone else. And then obviously we've got the robot, but I don't know how to fix that yet. I can't remember how you do it. Where is Roseway? That's the thing I don't know. We've got the Vicar and Pavati. We've got pissed here gear. We had to go to the massive colony ship, the Groundbreaker. It's been stripped of all parts to create the colonies, and now it's just up there floating. I love this kind of look at sci-fi. Well, you should see my Kindle library. It's just... Oh, I love a good sci-fi story that starts with the colonization effort and keeps going all the way through and generationally as they take more and more bits of their ship to build their world and it goes wrong. I love colony efforts that go wrong. You can't eat anything, you can't go anywhere, you can't go back. So you have to make sure your great grandkids can survive, even though you're going to die painfully. Hello, Jane.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by. Don't mind the heat. Got a few days before it reaches critical. I'm sure Miss Chief Tennyson will get it sorted before then. Still reviewing your manifest. Why not head on?
Yeah. I get you. Adreno? Did anyone see me steal that? Anyway, Pavati wants to meet Junlei.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Where are we headed?
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, there's a spot,
Yeah,
mate.
with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a trick.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Almost like you wanted to get arrested.
Yeah, because I knocked my foreman out with a tossball stick. But, to be fair, I wasn't the one who started it. The guy was insulting my Rizzo's Rangers. Look, if it's a crime to defend your favorite tossball team against slander and calumny, well then lock me right up.
Rizzo's Rangers?
Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident.
So your ship's got a dark and violent history? This is just too perfect. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
You in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, you know, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
Anything back here? Stop right there, criminal scum!
Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Yeah, I've done work for Sublight. Need to pay the bill somehow.
I guess we head to customs. Unless I can bypass customs.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here's just recycled spacer farts.
Am I breaking in somewhere? Unsure how I'm going to get down now. I can definitely jump back that way. I don't seem to... Oh, you can. Oh, no. My knees. Acrophobia. I don't want acrophobia.
Got this weird...
A quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area. In caught inside, you will be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent immediate hostility.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Huh.
No.
As always, I am at your disposal.
You're giving yourself
Anything
away.
you'd like to discuss?
I did just hurt my knees, by the way. Hi.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
I'm new here.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Just getting my bearings. What do you do here?
This is the security desk, sir. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sanita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Why can't you take incident reports?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Do you do, I don't know, like tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... We just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sanita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Persuade 45. We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Arrivals. Ah, our ship's just been impounded. Some guy with no shoes on has been throwing shit at my... So can I come in through here now? Are they going to shoot me? Am I allowed? Am I trespassing?
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Confiscated goods. Modified pistol, jock, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads, locked container. Owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station. Till the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous one too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and give him Leela her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udon Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne's associates with that board snake. The guy from the back base roughed up the Moon Kid, raving mad, warned me that Moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever McCreed goes down there. Got a sworn testimony that McCreed was spotted at the rest to go. Not anyone will corroborate it. Reminded to keep an eye on Gladys. And let's get the logs.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
See, there's a perception check here. You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me? But I don't have enough perception, so this all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Nah, dude, you're bullshitting me. Don't bullshit a bullshitter. Sounds good, let's go. So that's that done. I don't know where Roseway is. But let's go and introduce her to Junlei. Now that we've snuck in. Am I allowed to sneak in like this? Well, I have. I can't pick that, though. Is this a door? Dude, come through the door so I can close it. Put the gun away, me. Hey, I don't know what was going on there. It's weird. Hey, dude, nothing to do with me. Hey, it's all still there, dude. ID cartridge. You found an ID cartridge to use with the holographic shroud. You'll now be automatically disguised when entering the associated restricted area. Cool. And there's another one. Do I need all of them? Who knows? There's a hoop there. Is that guy still in here? No, apparently he left. Oh, they're cigarettes. Prayer beads. I'm not good enough at lockpicking. Oh, he's come back again. Actually, I think that's a she. Haha! No one expects me to do shit like that. Right. We have to go and introduce Parvati to Junlei. By going through customs the correct way, right?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
He's a squad mate, but I don't remember how. Also, I don't know... I don't know where Roseway is. I'm guessing it's somewhere we haven't found yet.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Do you have some water? I'm also going to sell all my junk.